Hi, middle school parents. I want to take a minute and update you regarding your child's math class and the online portal that your student will use to complete the majority of their homework this year. Returning middle school parents, this is the same portal that we used last year. So I still invite you to watch this video. However, you are familiar with this. New sixth grade parents and any parent new to middle school, it's important that you watch this video so you have an idea of the portal and understand where your child will be completing the majority of their assignments. So we use a program called Math Excel, and your child can access this program from their Chromebook and they will most likely have it bookmarked. However, if you wanted to go ahead and log into the portal, I'm going to walk you through how to do that. So on our webpage, you're going to go ahead and go to Parents, which is up here at the top. Click Parents. Once you're there, click Classroom Web Pages, and then Middle School, since you have a middle school student. We're going to go to Mrs. Hoynaki's math class, her web page. So we're going to click on her name, and if you scroll down, it's going to say Math Excel for School. Go ahead and click on that. Now, this is the portal, Math Excel for School, where your student will do the majority of their homework. If I go ahead and click Sign In, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in the login credentials for a student. Then my unique password, and click Login. Parents, it's important that you have this password from your students so that you're able to take a look at their portal anytime you want. So over here, I want to direct your attention over here on the left side here. Under homework and tests, this is the first area that I want to point out to you. And what I want to show you is every assignment that has been assigned to your student since the start of the school year. Within this, you're going to see that some of them it's a hyperlink and I can push on it, and others I can't because it has a WS next to it. What this means is that this is a worksheet that your student completed if it says WS, and you're not able to actually click on the worksheet because it's not in the portal. But every other one of these, which are hyperlinked, you are able to click on that. And so I want to show you a couple of things with this. So for example, practice multiplication, which was assigned and due at the very end of August. If I go over here and click See Score, it's going to show up that it's 100%. So that means that my child did the assignment and earned 100%. The other way I can look at it is click on this practice multiplication, the name of the assignment, and it's going to give me a little bit more information. First, under current score, it's going to show me that it was 100% and that they did 15 out of 15. If I wanted to go deeper into that, I can hit review and practice. And if I do that, it's going to take me to the 15 questions that my child had to complete. Now, I want to point out the green check mark. Every assignment that's in here should have a green check mark next to each question, and that means that your child answered it correctly. If it has a red X, it means that they did not answer that question correctly. So I can go ahead if I want and click on question 1 and click this continue. And once I click that, it's going to actually take me to question number 1, which was 58 times 4. And then you're going to see here in this shaded box, this is the answer that my child put in. And that way you can actually see the work. Now, if you want to see any work that they had to do to complete this, any written work, of course, you could just ask your child to show you their math spiral notebook. Now, let's say they're completing this homework and they're having a hard time. They keep getting this answer wrong. They can go over here and click this question help. If they click this question, it's going to walk your student through how to answer the question. We found that this is beneficial because then if your child is struggling on a difficult concept, they don't have to wait until the next day to get help. They can just click here and they're going to get walked through step by step of how to complete this. Once they do that, they can go down here and click similar question. And when they click similar question, they're going to be given a new question similar to this one so that they can try to answer it correctly so that they can get full credit for an assignment. So really, if your child is having a difficult time, question help, similar question, and they'll be able to work through another problem, and essentially they could get 100% on every single problem. I'm going to go ahead out of here and I want to point out one other area. Now, you can go ahead and click any of these questions and it will show you the exact problem that your child was working on. Also, in here, I want to point out this tab here, which says results. So if I click results, in this portal here, this viewing, you're able to go in here. This is every assignment that was assigned. This is every question. So, for example, this is 15 out of 15. This is their score they earned. And it even shows you it took your student 41 minutes to complete this assignment. They started this on September 2nd, and it's going to go into more data there as far as when they worked on it. So, parents, this is a quick view. If you go to results, it's a quick view of every assignment your child has done or potentially that they have not done. Now, you're going to notice that there's some in here that Mrs. Wojnacki puts in with a WS. Those are worksheets. We still have our students do worksheets so that they're writing out the problems and then that way she's able to review them. If you ever see this WS, you're going to see here 1 out of 1, and that just means that it was a worksheet. But here is the score. This student scored 100% on it, and so you're able to see that. I also want to point out here, this 100% here. If your child is doing their math homework, and because they can always ask for another problem if they're struggling after they're reviewing how to do the problem, your child is able to have a very high percentage of in this portal. Most kids have 100% in their Math Excel portal because they're doing all of the work and they're able to submit it on time and they're going to get full points. The only reason that this percentage is going to go very low, really, is if they're not doing their math work. But you're able to click on this results screen and you would be able to see if your student is doing their work. So, parents, I strongly suggest at least once a week you are logging into this portal and that you're checking out what your students are doing in math. You're checking into that percentage to be sure that they are keeping up with their homework. And then, students, it's important that you walk your parents through this by showing them the green X's after the assignment is complete, or I'm sorry, the green check marks after the assignment is complete, so that your parents are fully aware that you are staying up with all of the work that you have to do as well. Parents, I hope this helped a little bit clarify what our online portal is for Math Excel, and have a great afternoon. Thanks so much.